It's PPMA TV, sponsored by Mark and Margin. I'm here with the lovely Tony from IMA. Thank you so much for joining me.
Very flattering. Lovely Tony, right, okay.
Brilliant. Well, let's start off then. I know we sort of pounced on you and grabbed you for an interview, so very much on the spot. But can you tell us a little bit about what it is that IMA does?
Okay, so IMA is a conglomerate, an Italian conglomerate, owned mainly by the Vacci family, but it was on the stock market. It's gone privatised now. It's a turnover of about 1.7 billion euros. And about 7 or 8 years ago, they bought Ilapak, and I'm part of the Ilapak team. And so Ilapak was form, fill and seal machinery, as we can see behind us. And what they started to do, they started to put together a flexible hub to deal with all the flexible packaging requirements, but look at it from a different perspective. Whereas there's a lot of companies around that make machines, they don't look at the whole package, the materials. And this is why we're talking about sustainability. And the key to it is all about the sustainability for the future.
Yeah, I love that. And sustainability is something that's come up a lot over yesterday and today as well. And it's really great that it's something that you are focusing on. Are you seeing a bit of a trend, a bit of a move to that direction? You've got to go with the times?
Absolutely. So for the last, it was back in 2008 and 2009, we were doing recyclable, biodegradable, compostable, and everybody got a real big keen interest in it. By then in 2009 we hit a recession, so it was all forgotten about. Then with Blue Planet, 2013, 14, everybody's gone, hey, hold on, let's save the polar bears. So we go, right, okay, let's really look at stuff now. Let's look at the paper, let's look at curbside recyclability. Then we need to really change our machines and look at different materials and how we interact with them and how we make the most of them and how we can make machines that not only run one material, but they run a whole myriad of different materials. And then also the whole thing of sustainability doesn't just become about the materials, it also becomes about the energy use. And this is where we're kicking off now. We are kicking off with, we've actually launching in Interpack next year our first fully electronic machine. And it's going to use so much less energy. So we've already got, the first parts of it are out there now where we're reducing the air usage for them. So we're not using pneumatics. And that actually can save, although it costs about £8,000 or £9,000 more, it saves that money within 12 or 14 months. So you can imagine how much energy you're saving. So over the lifetime of the machine, which could be 20 years, you're saving an absolute fortune, more than pays for the machine. But our next goal is to get a fully electronic machine like this one, which will do sealing of the materials using ultrasonic, so we're not actually emitting any heat. But then when you're not using the cooling systems to cool the heat down in the environment. So it's a real way forward. So it's not just the materials, it's the machine, the energy, the automation, everything together to sustainability.
I love that. It's so refreshing to hear as well, because you do see, different elements coming into different organisations. It might just be the packaging or less energy, but the fact that actually you're doing a bit of a 360, you're thinking of everything, and that's so lovely to hear. Absolutely,
and that's the way we've got to do it. And that's the advantage of having IMA supporting us, because IMA, as a small company, we were only about £150 million turnover. With IMA's influence now, we've got almost a 10% of our turnover is on new generation of new products, new product generation, new ideas, and bringing them to the forefront. So we're almost like, when we're talking about the energy, we're almost like a Formula One car. What you see on the Formula One today, in 3 years' time, will be on our roads. And that's what we're doing with our machinery. We're really moving them up, ramping them up to the next level.
So it's wonderful, and are you finding a very positive reaction to this?
Absolutely. We talk to customers, and mainly in the food industry, probably 90% in the food industry, and the three things they're bothered about this year, unfortunately, is not sustainability or materials. It's ingredients, it's energy, and it's manpower. So here we've got a fully automated machine that doesn't need people to load it, but it also uses less energy. So we're hitting 2 of their 3 requirements just with this machine alone. So it's perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, even though, like you said, it's not sustainability on the outset, it still goes in there.
It is. It's still. That's the thing. They don't see it, because they all think of the sustainability as purely as material. We think of it as the 360 approach. So we've got the energy, the materials, and the lifespan of the machine. We make the machine so robust that it will last 20 years, and we can upgrade it to keep it current on the electronics.
No, it's absolutely wonderful, and it's great to hear that this technology is moving forward in the industry as well. Okay, so I know you're busy, so I'm not going to keep you much longer. However, we are here at PPMA. Are you having a lovely time so far?
So far, it's been really good. Yesterday was a really lively day. We had some really key people on board. It's always good to meet, we've got a lot of customers already, but it's always good to meet new people that we don't know, because there's new companies coming out all the time. and they might not know who IMA are or who Ilapak are, so it's a great opportunity to share with them our information and our collaboration.
So why is it important that you're here?
I think it's identified in the UK as the packaging and processing exhibition. And more lately, you know, a lot of things have gone to Interpack and the big players in Europe. But so many companies now cannot spare the time. They haven't got the resources to spare someone for 4 days to go to a show. Here, they can come in 5 or 6 hours, see the whole show, get some new ideas, get some new contacts, back to work.
It is the place to be.
Perfect.
Listen, Tony, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. It's been brilliant learning about everything you're up to. Come down and have a chat with Tony if you want to learn more about this wonderful machine behind us. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks. Take care.